Okay, this is another awesome opportunity for us to have a discussion with an owner of the EasyJet Pro DTF printer. My friend Megan Urban from Idntiteezz has the 24-inch printer. So she is a customer. And Megan, I'm so glad, so grateful. Thank you for taking some time to chat with me and welcome. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our honor. It's our privilege. So you are a customer of ours. Thank you very much. We appreciate your business. We appreciate that we've had the opportunity to kind of hang out and get to know each other. I think I first met you. I was trying to remember this in preparation, and I think it was the one of the shirt. No, it wasn't a Shirt Lab event. It was the ThreadX event in Scottsdale. Do you
Yeah,
remember
either that
that?
or Columbus. Maybe Shirt Lab Columbus.
Oh, you know
Maybe
what?
with
You're
the
right. I think that was first.
yeah,
Well, listen, friends for a few years now,
yeah,
acquaintances at first, but yeah, for sure, for sure. It's been fun to see your business grow. It's been fun to see you put your trust in us as a company. And so that's really when I got started. I would love to hear a little bit about how you got started as an apparel decorator, because you're a successful business owner now, but maybe a few years ago, a few years back, how did you get here? How did you start?
Well, it all kind of started as I was a recreation director for our city and kind of wanted to get out of that and was looking for something else to kind of stay in that area with sports and stuff and be involved and kind of fell into this. My brother was a race car driver and was always needing t-shirts, and so I started with a vinyl cutter and did his lettering and stuff like that, and then eventually we went into bought our first manual press and everything grew from there.
Awesome. So yeah, so we really owe your brother the thanks for
Yeah,
helping you find a vinyl. It all started with a vinyl cutter, right? How,
it
how
did.
many
Yes, that's
how
how
many
most
times
people.
how many times have we heard that? That's so fun. And so you did get into screen
Yep.
printing. You had a manual press, probably still do, or you no
Yeah.
longer. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. We have manual press and an auto.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the little
Yeah.
race car doing a few shirts here or there has really grown. You're not just doing
Right.
shirts for your brother anymore.
Right.
That's awesome. So you've been a customer of ours for a few years. Remind me, what was the first piece of equipment? What was the first printer you bought from us?
The first one was the Epson 2100
Okay,
DTG. We bought one of those and then ended up buying three altogether.
only three altogether. Tell me about how that started.
Yep.
You bought one. Why did you buy a DTG printer in the first place?
We have a lot of one-off pieces orders coming in, so we're looking for a way to fill those, keep our customers happy since we're in a small town and don't like to say no. So we
When you
started with
say
the one.
no, what happens when you say no? They go somewhere else?
Yeah, they tend to.
No, that's a
or
really
that or
important
they're
lesson.
ordered online. Yeah.
Or they'll order
So
it
yeah,
somewhere
being
else
a
online. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
so being in
so
a small town.
you bought three from us though. So tell me that story. How did you bought one, you were busy, and then something changed. You had some new technology came on the scene.
Yeah, so after we bought the first one, that's about right at the time DTF came out, and I think it was at Long Beach that year where they first started talking about it, and so we got the film in and kind of played around with that, and that really took off for us. So then we ended up deciding we needed one more, so we got the second, and then eventually we just got the third.
And you were mostly doing sheets, right? Sheets of
Yeah,
direct to
on
transfer
the
film sheets.
2100s we were mostly doing sheets. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that business. That's an amazing story. And you don't just do that on a whim. I know that you're a bright business owner who's going to look at the numbers, who's going to think about growth, but yet also has to manage cash flow. So but yet you could see a direct path. The growth was fueling this. Is that true?
Right. Yeah. I mean, it was saving us so much time in the shop from we didn't have to have so many screens. We were sometimes burning 3 to 4 screens for 2 or 3 shirts,
Ooh.
and it was just yeah, it was just holding us back, and we didn't have the staff for that many. Somebody reclaiming all the time to keep up.
Wow, that's a really cool lesson to learn. The efficiency was a big piece of the puzzle for you then. That's great.
Right.
I hadn't heard you say that before. I'm glad you shared that today. So then you're growing your business with DTF. You're using the three F2100 Epson DTG printers to do DTF film primarily. And then why was that such a game changer for your business doing DTF? What difference did it make to your business?
It was helping us grow our online stores quite a bit because instead of offering, 1 to 2 designs, we were now offering one store. We have up to 16 designs they can choose from. And so
Got
once
it.
that order comes in, we just go hit print and the shirt's done.
So did you find that more people were ordering more because you had more choices to offer?
Oh yeah, most definitely everybody's ordering sometimes one of each design, or for instance, the other day we had a state wrestling, and they decided to do 3 shirt colors. So one boy goes, well, now I can't choose, so I'm gonna have to buy all three colors of the shirt. So that
Poor,
went
poor, poor kid. You love it when that happens though, right?
yeah, yeah, definitely. So it went from him buying one to he bought 3.
And I bet that's repeated over and over and over again, right?
Yes,
Oh, that's so great to hear. That's smart. I really think there's a really important lesson in there. I'll let people figure that out. But what a difference, right? Before you were
yeah,
limited by the number of colors, that was really what was holding you back. So
right,
that
yeah,
held you back on how many shirts you were going to offer. Now it's unlimited. So you're putting up way more designs.
right, yeah. So
Oh, I love
our art
that.
department, our art
Yeah.
department don't like us probably, but
No, they love you. They love the job. They love being
Keep-
creative, right?
yeah, we keep them busy. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so then because of the fuel and the growth of that business, it seems like it's been about a year, but correct me if I'm wrong. I know it was you were one of our first purchasers, one of the first owners of our equipment zone came out. I want to say it was Printing United in Vegas in
Yes.
2023. I remember
Yeah.
you hovering around saying, I think I want that. I think I want that. I think I want to buy
Yeah.
that. And we were like, well, this one actually is sold, Megan, because someone's taking it to California. But yes, we do have them in
Yeah.
stock. Is my time right? Is that what
Yeah. It
happened?
was at Printing United when we decided to make that purchase.
Okay. And so you invested in a EasyJet DTF printer. It's the EasyJet Pro 24 is what we call it. And
Yeah.
so tell us about that ride. That's a major decision. That's a nearly a $25,000 decision. Not something you just wake up one morning and go, yeah, okay, why not? So what was that
Right.
like? How did you get started? Were you nervous as hell? Were you happy?
Yeah. I wasn't real nervous. I was excited to get it. And once we got it, it just, the speed of everything sped up. We were no longer have to do the hand powder and run them through the dryer. And the speed was a game changer for us.
Speed is a game changer for us. I can guarantee you I'm going to quote you on that. That is right. So you went to a dedicated roll-to-roll film system and you saw
Mhm.
a massive increase in your output. And that also
Yeah.
changed your game, right?
Yes, exactly. So now when orders come in, we're able to print even before the shirts get here. We'll print one day and the shirts arrive, and then our team immediately starts putting the transfers on.
And what's been the reaction to people who get their shirts even sooner than before?
Yeah, sometimes if we have it in stock the same day, they can 20 minutes later they have a shirt.
And is that
Otherwise,
is that
they're like,
so impressive? Do they just are like, wait, how is this already done?
right, yeah, yeah. When you're used to having to wait a week, and now you can have it in less than an hour if we're not bogged back. But
Oh, that's so cool. So how often are you running them? I know I can see it right behind you in your shop.
yeah,
Thank you for setting up and posting up. I asked you if it was possible. And you said, sure, we can sit here. What's it like? Is it
yeah,
is it mostly running every day, every other day? It just depends.
yeah. We're running it every day, all day long. We get here at 8 o'clock in the morning and we turn it on, and most of the time it's running nonstop.
Wow, that's impressive. That's a big
Yeah.
deal. So who knows? Knock, knock, knock. It sounds like you might be ready for printer number two. Is that
Maybe down the
this
road, yes.
down the road? Okay, okay.
Yeah,
I'm not in sales, so don't worry. I'm not going to come chasing. No, that's exciting. That's really a big deal. I'm so thrilled to hear you say that it's running every day.
yeah,
You're cranking it out 8, 7, 9 hours a day, whatever.
right.
Now listen, you and I both know we've been around the block. We've had screen printing equipment. We've had it all started with a vinyl cutter. No matter what it is, eventually something's going to, kick out, click, break, something happens, right? And I'm sure that's happened with our printer. So what has that experience been like when you needed support or you needed help?
Oh yeah, you guys are always there for us. Every time we call within an hour or so, we have response, and if we ever need a part or anything, always here the next day. And that's one thing I can't stress enough. If you're going to buy a piece of equipment, buy it from somebody that's going to help support you and have your back.
Oh, that's well said. I agree 100%. Obviously, I'm biased with Equipment Zone, but anything I consume, anything I purchase, I think about, what time zone are they in? Do they speak my language? Are they responsive? Do they
Right,
actually care? Or is it, because nothing's worse than when the pressure. You've got jobs waiting. When the press goes down,
right.
you're like, freak out moment. Um, but you want somebody who you can actually call that like cares, that is like there for you. So that means a lot to hear you say that. Thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, welcome.
Because I am aware there have been a couple of issues, and obviously every printer has, but you're up and running now. You're crushing it. Quite honestly, let's just call it what it is. Your business is growing. You got a big old smile on your face. So I mean, I'm feeling pretty good. Is there anything else that you would say or want to say about how this printer's made a difference in your business? Is there something that you could add to that?
I think. I don't know. It's just totally been changed the way we run our business. We hardly
Is it
ever screen print anymore unless it's a really big order. But I mean, we've done
okay?
400 to 500 pieces on this machine, and it's just kind of changed the whole way
Wow.
we run the business.
Okay, so it's really changed the course of your business. That's huge.
Yeah,
And I love what you said in terms of quantities. You're able to really shift from doing, 3 and 4 pieces before, what a pain that was, to now you're picking and choosing.
yeah,
You're like, well, if it's a couple hundred, maybe screen print. But you've said, did I hear you correctly that you're doing even up to 400 pieces on the EasyJet
yeah,
Pro DTF printer?
yeah.
Okay.
We had a 400 to 500 piece order a month or two ago that we did, and we just ran it all DTF.
Wow. Awesome. I got a quick question for you too. Last question. Have you noticed does it help you open up any new doors? Like, are you doing any proactive work where you might do some sleeve prints or some flags or neck labels, or are you doing anything like that? Like before you wouldn't have done that screen printing. It wasn't really possible, but now that you
Yeah,
have transfers, tell me about that if you're doing something like that.
we've been doing a lot of tablecloths actually for just like the police department. It comes in and needs like an 8 foot tablecloth with the 24-inch wide printer. We can make a pretty good print
Oh,
and
that's so
put that onto the
smart.
tablecloth. Yeah,
So like if they're going to an event, they're going to a job fair, they're recruiting and they want something that looks good and professional, you're just doing a great big old, police shield, or what does it look like?
yeah, like yeah, big police shield, and then we laid the wording across the top of it.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Anything else different and unique that you probably wouldn't have done before
Um,
that now you are?
I think everything else has been kind of more the traditional. We do a lot of the sleeves and stuff like that. We do DTF.
Gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, it seems like it's opening up a lot of doors for people. Sometimes they're doing backpacks where before they would have never done that, or
yeah,
certain poly blend that they hated. Now it's not that big a deal.
right. A lot of stadium seats. We do a lot of those.
Oh, no kidding. Like, tell me about that. Stadium seats. What do you mean?
Just like the foldable bleacher chairs, and when you go to a ball game, you can sit on a padded chair versus the hard bleacher.
Is it part of a fundraiser, maybe?
Yeah, we do those in our online stores.
Of course.
Yep.
Well, you've sure made it seem like this has been a game changer, Megan. I know you're busy and I appreciate your time so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being our customer and for sharing this video testimonial. I'm sure there will be lots of folks who will be eager to watch it. And if you are I know you're in a remote part of Kansas, right? You're kind of out there in the middle of the
Yeah, we're kind
state.
of out in the middle of nowhere.
But if you're ever out in the middle of nowhere, Kansas, and you want to stop by and say hi to Megan, please do. She's the owner of Idntiteezz. And Megan, we're so grateful to have had you today. Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
some of your success, and sharing the what I call the real, keeping it real.
right.
So we appreciate you. Is there anything else? How can people reach out? Should they go to your website if they want to check out or talk to you, or?
Yeah, you can go to our website. It's idntiteez.com, or we're on Facebook either way.
Okay, cool. All right, Megan, I'll let you get back to printing. I
All
can
right.
see that printer. It's waiting. It's coming.
It is.
Okay, take care.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, Megan.